Hello everyone! Today, we're diving into nostalgia, into the world of special effects and unforgettable storylines. Many of us grew up with these movies, so grab your popcorn, snacks, and drinks, and get ready. This video has something that won't leave a single person indifferent. You're watching Popcorn File. Cinema mode on. Popcorn ready. Let's get into it. Why are the 90s considered the golden age of cinema? Is it just nostalgia or an objective truth?
Is everything good in the past? Or were the 90s truly the golden age of cinema? Titanic, The Matrix, Forrest Gump, Pulp Fiction, The Silence of the Lambs? What happened to movies in the 90s? And why do we still miss them so much? Let's find out.
In the 90s, movies were not yet content. They were stories, not part of a cinematic universe, but an author's personal statement. Yes, there were blockbusters back then too, but each one had its own individuality. Terminator 2. Millions of people watched this film for the first time on cassette. It became a must-have in the home video collection, and every viewing was a return to that exact 90s atmosphere. The sound of the tape, the remote in hand, popcorn, and the feeling of, now it's gonna be powerful. Action, emotion, philosophy, special effects, heroes, villain, sacrifice, victory. It's the perfect movie cocktail that no one has ever replicated before or since. The most iconic moments, according to Popcorn Files, are Arnold saying, "Hasta la vista, baby." The motorcycle chase through the LA canals. The nuclear bomb explosion in The Dream. Sarah Connor training in the mental hospital. And of course, the finale where the Terminator descends into molten metal and gives a thumbs up. And what moment from the film do you think is the most memorable? Share it in the comments. We'd love to remember and feel nostalgic with you.
The Matrix, an action movie that made you think. Do you believe in fate, Neo? The main question that made people start wondering, is this world real? What is freedom? Who controls us? Even before social networks, the metaverse, and artificial intelligence, The Matrix was already talking about a world of illusions where everyone is asleep, connected to digital reality. The film predicted virtual slavery, digital addiction, and the rise of machines long before the era of ChatGPT and the metaverse. So why does The Matrix bring up so much nostalgia? The answer is simple. You couldn't understand everything the first time. Everyone rewatched it, discussed it at school, paused it on VHS. Who is Morpheus? What does it mean, there is no spoon? What happens if you take the red pill? It was a time when a film was more than just a film. We all wanted to copy that style. We grew our hair like Trinity, wore black coats and rimless sunglasses. And the main idea is that the red pill is not just a plot point. It's the choice to think, to feel, and to not be part of the herd. That's why The Matrix never gets old.
Forrest Gump. It's the story of a man with a low IQ but a pure heart. He doesn't complicate the world, he accepts it. Thanks to this film, we understand that emotional intelligence and kindness matter more than logic and intellect. People see in him someone simple and sincere. And in the 2020s, when everything has become so complicated, our hero resonates more than ever. It's a drama and a comedy, a melodrama and a historical film, and also a biopic, all in one. Have you ever thought about how emotionally rich films like this are? You laugh and immediately cry. You watch the history of the United States, but through the eyes of a little man. Share your favorite quotes from the movie, and here are the ones that stayed with us. Life is like a box of chocolates. I don't know if we each have a destiny, or if we're all just floating around accidental-like on a breeze. I may not be a smart man, but I know what love is.
Did you know that directors used to be rock stars? Yes, really. Quentin Tarantino, David Fincher, Spielberg, Cameron, the Coen brothers, Scorsese, they weren't just directors, they were brands. and you could recognize their style from the very first frame. They set trends, not followed them. Fincher's Seven, still the gold standard of thrillers. Pulp Fiction, a revolution in screenwriting structure. Jurassic Park, CGI that still doesn't look cheap even today.
In the 90s, actors captivated the screen. That's why all of them had unique charisma and stayed in our hearts for life, not just because they fit casting criteria. Because it was an era of artists, not avatars for franchises. That's why we still love Tom Hanks, Robin Williams, Winona Ryder, Denzel Washington, Keanu Reeves, who back then wasn't John Wick yet, but Neo.
And Hollywood back then, it was pure experimentation. The 90s were risky. Hollywood still allowed itself to take chances. Who today would give $20 million to a young guy to make a movie about hackers and Buddhism? Or make a film where the main character is a psychopath who eats people and wins an Oscar for it? Today, studios play it safe. Back then, they played with innovation.
Yes, we all grew up with those movies. And maybe part of our love is just nostalgia. But facts are stubborn things. The 90s gave us more iconic films than any other decade. That was a time when cinema wasn't just something to watch with dinner. It was an event you waited months for.
Is it possible to bring that era back? It is. But for that, cinema has to become art again, not just a product. Do you agree? What's your favorite movie from the 90s? Tell us in the comments. Support the channel with a like and a subscription. It really motivates us to create new ideas. Bye-bye.